Let's go, baby. Episode 2. Today we're going to be talking about the importance of having a home studio. And we're going to be doing an album review of J.I. the Prince of New York. Ya tú sabes, mi gente. Stay tuned. Episode 2 de la Corneta. All right, mi gente. All right, we're going to start with episode 2 with the topic home studio. So the importance of home studios is because you save a lot of money and you're able to take your time with your project. When you're in a studio that's not yours, you're pressured with time. They have other artists doing stuff, so they want you to hurry up and they're not really on top of your stuff. I'm gonna give you an example. Based on my experiences, I worked in a studio that it was a record label that owned the studio, and they had an artist that recorded in that studio. So they gave more time to that artist. They had different equipment for that artist. And the main thing was that they didn't want other people to sound better than that artist around the area. So you already know you're in a disadvantage, because now you in somebody else's business. You got time. It's not your friend, so they're rushing you to do your shit. And it's just, you go months, you do projects, you do albums, wasting a lot of money. And at the end, they're not giving the 100% effort. So one advice that I tell the young artists and people that's in the game is to invest in a home studio. It's not that much money. The most you can spend is like $300, $400. Based on your budget, you could go higher. All you need is a laptop, a stand for your mic, and they got this metal cover that you cover the mic, so you won't have any sounds around. So all you gotta do, you record. You can spend all the time you want. You at the comfort of your own home, and you could take your time to perfect your flow. I personally, that's what I do. I got my own studio and I take my time. After that, I send it to the mixer engineer. So now, when the mixer and engineer does whatever he has to do, now it gives you time to listen and pinpoint things that person's supposed to do. That person's job is to put the right effects, make it sound good. So then now, since you spent all that time recording, now, and you did it right and you perfected your flow and your flow sound hot, now you can sit back and concentrate on how that person is doing their job. And trust me, 9 out of 10 of the times, the sound is going to sound good, because now your ears are refreshed and you could pinpoint things that person could do. That's my personal opinion why having your own studio is great. And a lot of the artists that's in the game, they have their own studio because they don't have time to be going to a studio. They do tours, they doing a whole bunch of stuff. And that's also a valid point that they record the same way. And all they do is they send it to the engineer. All you have to do is have the same software, the same recording software. So if you use Pro Tools, the engineer, that'll be great. He has Pro Tools. So that way you could just send the files right there. Boop. Everything comes up in his laptop and his screen in his studio. And that's that. And then you got levels. Then you could hire a mastering person that he's gonna master your song like it's in the radio. That's another step. But guys, I recommend y'all to have your own studio. First of all, you're gonna save a lot of money, and two, your music is gonna sound better because you're gonna be in the comfort of your home. You're gonna be tranquilo. You're gonna be calm. You're gonna be good. All right, people. So jumping in to the second part of the show is the album the album review for J.I. the Prince of New York, man. This kid, I really like this kid, man. And, especially he's from Brooklyn. So, I'm sorry. I gotta like him because I'm from Brooklyn. And he reps, when I see his IG, he reps, blocks and that bring memories. He posts up DeKalb, Franklin Avenue. So it's like, I get happy. I know, when I was growing up, that was like the hood. So I'm very happy, that this kid is in the scene and he's doing his thing, man. He has a nice flow. The kid got a nice image, and I wish him the best, man. I heard his album. His album is great too. He has like a singer, rapper type flow that for him it fits him well. Cause I had a discussion with my boy, and there's a lot of artists that they do that style, but it's like they don't do it right. Like J.I. does it right, and I like when he spits hood, like street stuff, and then he's chanting and singing. Like it fits him well because he came in the game like that. Like he started the game rapping that approach, that content, that it was gritty, it was hood, but it was like a singer type of style. And what I respect about him is that he came in the game with that style. There's a lot of famous artists that came in the game singing just like him, for the girls and this, I want to do this and I love you. But then they start hanging around with a couple of tough guys. They're not tough at all, but they start hanging around with a couple of tough guys, and then they want to talk about street stuff, but in a singer style. And I feel like you're not true to yourself because you came in the game rapping commercial for the ladies, and then now you want to come off like gritty, super street singing, which I feel like that's not your style. And that's one thing that I respect about J.I. the Prince, that he has that new style that A Boogie does, damn, I forgot that other kid's name, Little TJ do. And I like that J.I. does it well, and he sounds comfortable in his own skin when he does that type of style. So it's very important, guys, that when you do a certain thing and you do a certain flow or style, to stay true to yourself. Don't be fake, because fake comes out. You hear the fake in the music, like, that dude, nah. So definitely that's a big thing. And the song that I would like to talk about in his album, Welcome to G-Star Volume 1 EP, is Spanglish featuring Myke Towers. That's a great commercial track. It has a commercial beat that it could be acceptable on the radio, in the clubs. I like Myke Towers' flow. Myke Towers is another young artist that came in the scene, that he's doing his thing, pushing platinum albums. He's another guy that I followed him since when he was like back in the days coming up. He was always a consistent rapper type style spitter. So, I'm very proud of him, how he came up and doing his thing. And I like the collaboration, man. I like it. It sounds dope. And it's a crossover, and a salute to J.I. He's doing crossover stuff. He's bringing in two markets together. That's more money. So I researched their manager. Their manager is Gabi. J.I. the Prince manager is Gabi. Gabi is a good manager. He worked with French Montana. He worked with a couple of people. So he knows, and they guiding that kid the right way, and salute to him. And yeah, man, I'm excited. He's from my hometown, my hood. And I wish that kid nothing but the best, man. That song Spanglish is dope. J.I. comes in with a little flow. He says a little line that Jerry Rivera does, the legendary salsa singer. So the kid got some knowledge, man. He got some shit, and that's another thing that I gotta tell the kids too, and the artists like me that's in the game, that it's good to spit and do your thing, but be knowledgeable and be humble, and shout people out, cause you already know, man. Good karma always come back, man. So respect the game. I learned in this game, you gotta respect the game, that the game is gonna respect you back. And be true to yourself, people. Ya tú sabes, mi gente, episode 2, te quiero mucho. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Yeah.